Oh, when the saints go marching in. Oh, when the saints go marching in.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today we hit double digits, week 10, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Minnesota Vikings taking on the New Orleans Saints. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And we are underway here on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Left wing 19, go! Panthers,
They begin on the ground with Kamara. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. Yeah, look at this defense for the Vikings. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
So prepping for this game, I kept asking myself the question, what's keeping this group from being top 10 in the league against the pass?
And?
Too many mistakes, especially little mistakes. And those add up into big mistakes.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line.
Well, it's football 101 because when you come in as the favorite team, you obviously don't want to hand any kind of advantage to an opponent ready for an upset. Now, you'll be lucky to only be down 3-zip the next time you get the ball back because you've just handed them a dose of confidence to start this game.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. That good for 19 and a first down.
That's a well run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. He's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
let's go!
They'll run with Cook. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Mac Hollins, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Point after here coming up. And his kick is no good. An inauspicious start here kicking-wise as this one stays a 6-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yeah, it certainly is. In his first throw of the game, I like the way his guys rallied around him. Oftentimes, the quarterback is the leader, right? He tells everyone what to do. In this case, I notice his linemen around him kind of patting him, saying, let's go, big boy. You're still our leader.
And bulldozing his way through. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Saints strike quickly here to tie up the ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
7, Vikings 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
35-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. And the last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
They'll try the middle with Cook. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. A second down. When you look at the Saints' defense, they were terrific a week ago in the win over the Lions.
No matter what coverage was called, they were in the hip pockets of the receivers all game long. I mean, they were running the routes with them. Turned out, they were right there on every single ball thrown and came away with 5 interceptions.
Throwing, Cousins. On the RPO, will keep it himself. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's an early scramble to be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish him as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 40 yards rushing for him now, and he's only carried the ball 4 times. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing a throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the first down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
Well, the Vikings are going to have a first and goal as he's taken down at about the 8-yard line.
That's another Vikings first and goal at the 8-yard line.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 of the 6. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on second and goal. From the gun, here's Pickett. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And a big loss here as he's taken down. A disastrous loss there on first and goal on the sack. Sets him back big time.
And goal.
Second goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders fly into the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you score once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
Panther 11, Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Winston now. And that's caught inside the 35. Through one quarter, 9-7 our score.
It's a gain of 35. And the Saints first
Ready
down.
for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
At the 22-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
70 Ranger, 70 Ranger.
From the gun, Winston. Drops this off to Kamara out of the backfield. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The line of scrimmage, this 7 now on 2nd and goal. Now Winston, he's going to audible to something else. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Saints are once again back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 5.
14. Vikings 9.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Pickett will look to throw it here. And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Pickett back to throw. Now he's going to step up and run. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Off the play fake, here's Pickett. Now he'll tuck this and run. The flag comes in, it's incomplete, and I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that one go. And now they're going to go for it. This isn't 4th and inches. This is 4th and 14. And they are going for it. Here's Pickett. And he's taken down here by the Saints. For a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. To throw is Winston. And he's got it. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So that pretty conclusively, I might add, shows you the perils of going for it and not making it on 4th down. One play, touchdown.
Yeah, and I've got to put this on the man in charge, the head coach. He made the decision to go for it. To me, when punting was the only decision to make, and it backfired on him in a big way.
Vikings 9.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on 4th down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown, so now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he stopped immediately there. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. It shows you right there, he can do more than just cover in the secondary from that free safety position.
Yeah, the evolution of the position has really been significant, hasn't it? Because a lot of teams no longer have a free safety, strong safety designation. They just have safeties. So wherever the ball is, one can be close to the line of scrimmage, one can be deep, and vice versa. On that play, how about that tackle we just saw? Pretty nice. How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down, they just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Saints are going to get it back and in great shape.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
Here's Winston. is incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender, couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now it's 2nd and 10.
Let's go. Panther 60, Panther 60.
To throw, Winston. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there.
First down.
23 yards on the play.
1-yard line.
Kamara is into the end zone for a Saints touchdown. So it takes them just 3 plays here to find the end zone. And you remember, of course, this was all set up by their defense.
Yeah, they got the stop on 4th down, so I imagine the offense said to their defense, thank you very much for this great starting field position. And like you said, 3 plays later, they're in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights. And that will make this a 19-point game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. And complete, right side to Cook. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now Pickett. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. 4 yards there as they let him out of the pocket, and he got enough for the first.
That man a quarterback yet that didn't enter the league with a massive chip on his shoulder. If he wasn't a first-round pick, they want to show the league that they made a big mistake. Determined to get the first down there, no hesitation at all to tuck it and go. I bet he would have tried to run through their entire defense if it meant reaching that marker.
Pickett sets up play action. This one brought in by Jefferson. They'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Here now, 2nd and 4. Pickett now to throw off the play fake. And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 40. That gain on 3rd down, good for 28.
These guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They were starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives.
Give the clock out of the gun. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, second down. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Pickett, he'll look to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
And not enough on the throw that time, as that one is incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made of.
Here we go. It's Pickett on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Result of the play. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And with decent starting field position, there may be only a couple completions away from field goal range. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Winston. This is Smith with a grab. Down to the 10. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Saints will extend their lead here just before halftime. Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half.
35, Vikings 9.
Maybe time for one play on offense. 7 seconds to go in the half as the kick is away. Powering his way forward. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. Lets it fly for Thielen. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Vikings set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail it here as we resume play. And not much happening on the return as they'll get this to about the 23. Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Throwing is Cousins. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And it's second down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing.
But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice short tackle.
And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Fair to say, hasn't been his best game throwing the football, but also not getting a lot of help out there either.
Yeah, you nailed it pretty well, you know. He's got to throw it better. Got to get more help. Obviously one that should have been caught. They got to find a way to bring those two elements together so they can make some progress in this one.
Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down, spectacular catch, turns into a first down.
First down saves them from a 3-and-out. Cousins again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Just what they need, electric from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
That's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Saints will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Partner, I see you reaching for the white flag. Put it down. I don't want you throwing it, but I understand why. Because if you do, you're hoping they might actually stop this game because we're in blowout territory right now. That interception just surrendered any momentum they built up in the locker room during halftime. So game plan, it's in the garbage. Time to...
It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 36 yards on the play. So first and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Smith catches one side. And they work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
Second and 6 at the Vikings 15-yard line.
Here's Winston. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. 13-yard touchdown. And the Saints take the first turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Vikings 9.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And makes it across the 20 as these guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. A 10th carry in the game for Clark. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. It'll be a gain of 5 in the punt team, and they'll come out on fourth down.
We often talk of situational football. Let's just call it team football. The defense did their job, got off the field, brought the punting situation, so they're turning the ball back over to their offense. You think those guys will get along very well right now? Of course they will. Defense off the offense, now it's their turn to take it downfield.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out, and it'll be a turnover on downs. Play fake. Winston. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down.
Second and 10.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Here's second and 10.
Come on. Set.
Now Winston. Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. A big play there on the catch and run. And it's going to yield a new set of downs.
60 Maverick.
Winston. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. They'll run it with Kamara. And he is in for a score. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Saints are an extra point away from going up by 40.
Sometimes offenses can get too cute down near the goal line, but there's nothing fancy about this one. As Coach Lombardi would say, we get a seal here, and we get a seal here, and we run this play in the alley. And that's good work to hit the hole hard and finish in the end zone.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Cousins. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's going.
He's just not at his focus in this game. It's not one drop. It's not two. That's 3 for this contest.
Yeah, uncharacteristic for any NFL receiver, and he's no exception. Play action now. Cousins. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bottling him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well. So give some credit to the defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he will have the Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
14 yards. And the Vikings first down.
Cook up the gut. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down under the 47.
If you're a coach, you'll absolutely take that run every time on first down because it really sets you up to go in a number of directions here on second.
From the 47, it's second and 5. Working out of the gun, Cousins. Complete, it's Johnson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Here's Cousins. A hook as as he throws there, incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
To throw is Cousins. This is intercepted. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure you have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he slings one that's incomplete.
And this drive is almost over before it began, thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on 1st down, followed by an incompletion, one more good rep, and they get off the field.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Looking here for Schmidt downfield. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, New Orleans. A big play there. 84 yards. And the Saints get another 3rd quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Cousins. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and now it winds up incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway time.
There he goes left side. Inside the 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Mac Hollins with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. The Vikings leave the offense on the field as they're going to line up and go for 2. Cousins will try and throw. And it'll be intercepted.
It's interesting that when it comes to 2-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
Partner, when I was in college, we used to have these things called game maxims that we did before every game. One of them said, press the kicking game. For here's where the breaks are made. It's the area of hidden yardage. How about that return? Flipping the field, taking it past the 50, and getting things set up to start the series.
Come on. Set.
To throw is Winston. And his throw here is incomplete.
The passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns, and it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
2nd and 10.
Let's go. 70 Lions. Ready.
Throwing, Winston.
On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. But at this juncture, CD, you normally see teams pack in the passing game. They've got the huge lead. Not them, though. They're still taking their shots.
I remember reading in past history, there was a college football coach in the Hall of Fame whose nickname was Close the Gates of Mercy. But he wasn't really big on that. He was big on go ahead and scoring. He's kind of reincarnated right here. We're watching it in front of us.
Here's Winston.
Now he's loose again. He's going to pick up the first down and then some.
And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15.
That's good for the Saints.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
At the 15-yard line.
Off the play fake, Winston.
Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it.
Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They're still throwing the football here. And obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 14-yard touchdown.
And the Saints continue to pour it on here in the 4th.
Point after, right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
Vikings 15.
The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away.
And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 20-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter.
Credit into the 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. 19,
Let's go.
Throwing, Cousins. And the ball is knocked out. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he's into the end zone. Fumble return. And a Saint touchdown. So the defense forces the fumble. They get the score. And a guy on defense becoming offensive there, Charles.
And you know they love that. Any guy on defense loves to pick up the ball and have it in his hands and try and score himself. In this case, that's exactly what happened.
He'll be singing in the shower post-game. Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Vikings take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. And they're already in the red zone. The 18-yard line is where they take over.
Intercepted. The Saints take over first and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Ready up.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18.
Here we go. Here we go. Go.
Following the interception, Winston. He's got Smith here.
And the Saints are going to be looking at first and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
It's a gain of 14 yards. And the Saints first down.
Now Winston. A quick throw, but incomplete.
Charles, are still airing it out at this point despite that huge lead. And some people may be saying, well, why are they throwing the football? These guys, I guess, are just padding their stats at this point.
Yeah, there are a lot of big grins, I think, from people in their families, from themselves.
Oh, a dangerous pass there, and it's intercepted.
And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line. How about this starting field position? First and goal from 2 yards out. Cousins on the keeper. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up second and goal.
Cook is not going to get in here as they push him back to the 2-yard line.
Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal.
Brings up third and goal.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal.
Trying the power game with Ham. Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. And here just playing for pride at this point. Down big, but they'll go for it on fourth and goal. And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And CD, they just haven't had a whole lot to cheer about here, but it may be cliche, but give them credit for this. They've continued to fight and scratch and claw, and they get the touchdown here in the fourth quarter.
And I'm okay with that cliche, all right? Maybe it'll alleviate the sting a little bit because at least they can look in the mirror and realize they fought all the way through. Horrible game for them, not one they'll want to remember, but at least they'll keep their heads up and have some pride when they leave this stadium.
And the Saints hands team able to rein this one in. Now they're down big here in the fourth. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Panther 60, Panther 60, 65 cats, 65 cats, 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates.
Winston here to throw. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he's going to get
get this down near the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Winston now. And that is incomplete.
Partner in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout.
2nd and 10.
But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. On play action, Winston. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Panther 11, Panther 11. Set. All set. Ready.
Winston.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70.
4th down, Winston.
Working the middle of the field, he's got man complete. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Warriors 70, Buffalo 18.
They're looking to throw this. Winston. And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown. And the blowout continues.
Well, he's regarded as one of the best athletes among NFL tight ends, Charles, and it certainly was on display right there.
And as we've seen this league continue to grow and develop, I think the tight end position is becoming harder and harder to defend because now it's elite athletes playing that position, not just the big guys who can block. How about his ability to get downfield and make plays against any defense?
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
He's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. They do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
They run again on 1st down. Cook looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles,